This time I'm going to be discussing online competitive play because it seems like a lot of people just don't quite get it. I'm going to pause this for most of this conversation because it's essential to know, and these are some of the things that I had to learn. So first of all, the very first thing you're going to do is come to this mode right here, training. This is everything. This is going to be literally your fucking life. If you're really serious about competitive play online, this is going to be your fucking life. This is your bread and butter. This is every fucking thing you need. You can go to your first thing, you're going to learn your fucking moves. Learn your move list. Learn all of this shit. All this. Press R1. Learn all this shit. R1. All this shit. R1. All this shit. Etc. Next, you can go to combat lesson. It'll teach you everything about everyone. You can learn instructions, lesson 1, all this shit. First strike, choose your distance, all that shit. Reversal edge classes, all that shit. It'll teach you everything. That'll teach you about all the other characters and how they play and their main moves and stuff like that. But for the most part, you're going to a lot of people, they like to go to here, and this is considered free mode, where they can actually set like different things that this person does. Like I can hit him and he'll guard after. You see that? But that's not realistic for me. That's not realistic for most people, actually. Kind of think of it. Most people are not going to learn that fast from this. I mean, you can like, here's what I do. Go against computers, put them on very hard, and I just go and swinging. You can switch these things to the base of their fundamentals of playing the game. So when you're fighting computer players, it's more realistic because not everything's gonna fucking work. You know, not everything's gonna be. If you expect that a person online is just going to attack one time and then block, or do one thing at a time and then block, no, they're going to fucking steal turns, bitch. Like hands down, there's no fucking way. They always steal turns. Like more oftentimes than not. If they do a three-hit combo, they're gonna try and steal your turn before you can. And I keep saying this. Everyone says that the only thing, most people think that the only thing about this game that is rock paper scissors is the fucking reversal edge, but that's not the case because most of this game is rock paper scissors. This entire game is a big ass rock paper scissors game. Like literally everything about this game says rock paper scissors / chess. Every move that you make in this game makes a fucking difference. So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit more about it and go in depth on how people are going to play online, because that's what I had to study to get to this point. So online players, first thing you're going to want to take note of is who their character is. That's where this comes into play. You learn more about the characters on here, it's cake. The next thing I want you to learn is who you're fighting. Learn what they're doing. Learn their patterns. Because online, you will get so many fucking spammers, it's ridiculous. Almost everyone will spam a fucking move. Like shit, I have a move that I can spam too. Like you can and by the way, I'm playing against a very hard computer, by the way, and I'm whooping his ass. You saw that, right? Anyway, online competitive play is it's kind of different because a lot of people will spam, and if you can figure out a pattern or whatever they're doing, like literally everything has a way around it. Literally every goddamn move has a way around it. So there's no excuses on this. You can get around it. If they do it multiple times, that's your fault for getting hit like 3 or 4 times with the same fucking move and you lose. But online, everything goes. No one gives a fuck. Like if you're playing competitively, no one gives. You can do whatever the fuck you want, anything you want, and it still counts. And you can get mad if you want to, but that's just how it is. So spammers, they do not know how to react when you actually learn their fucking lingo. Once you understand their fucking spamming patterns, they don't know what the fuck to do. Most times they'll block and then you can grab all the time, or they'll fucking try, or they'll try get a lucky hit that way they can spam again. But more oftentimes than not, they don't know what the fuck to do. They can't handle the pressure. They can't handle that kind of pressure. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Spammers, the best way to deal with a fucking spammer is to know what they like to do to spam. And I hate to say it, but I love spamming a spammer because that pisses them off even more. If you can spam a spammer, you've gotten into their head, you know where they're at, and they can't do a damn thing back to you. So that's it for them, for now, because I'll probably bring them up later because I fucking can't stand spammers because I can't, I actually, you know what, I love them, but I can't stand them at the same time because I can't stand them when I see other people get beat by them. I love fighting them because that's a fucking easy win for me because I can see what the fuck they're doing. But the next thing is higher ranked players like E and up, they are not going to want to fight you twice. If you do a good fucking, if you're actually like, even if you make it, even if they barely beat you, or they're not going to rematch you. If they barely beat you, they're not going to rematch you. The only time they rematch you is if you have you don't really stand much of a chance against them, and it's an easy win for them. But if you're actually doing your shit and you do everything right and you just happen to lose, they don't rematch you. They don't want that fucking. They don't want that on their record. So, fucking fight. So either way, if you get close to beating a high ranked player, you are fucking good because you just fucked up. That's it. And no one's gonna win every time. No one will fucking win every time in this game. There is no fucking person in the world that has gone consecutively winning without one single loss unless they exit out of the game rage quitting, or they stop, or they just all of a sudden just start spamming. Most times they'll spam. They get desperate. Most high ranked players will get fucking desperate, and they will ring you out. Like that's actually what I'm gonna go into. Ring outs. Most times they will fucking do whatever it takes to get you to get the win, no matter what it is. Even if you do so much fucking. I literally had this dude. I only had one more hit against the Siegfried. What the fuck did he do? He grabbed my fucking feet and flung me out. Next round did the same thing, except for he stabbed me and flung me out. The next round, I knew what he was going for. I stayed away from the edge, and I got the victory. I got the next 3 wins because I knew all he was gonna do was ring me out. So he obviously can't fucking hang on a regular like when it comes to close quarters. When it comes to actual fighting, he was trash. And I took away his 13 win streak, and he didn't want to rematch me because he was a high rank. So that tells you something. A lot of high ranks, they're not going to rematch you. Next thing, you're going to basically want to play Puppet Master in this game. You're going to want to force your opponent to make a move that you want them to. Like, say this. For instance, hold on. I'm gonna get out of this real quick. So with this character, I use grow a lot. I will usually do low and vertical because those are like the main things that people won't look for. So with him, I do this: so low, vertical, low, vertical. You see how much damage that deals? And you just switch it up. That's all you have to do. You see how much damage that deals. It's a lot of fucking damage, and most people won't know how to counter that because it's so simplistic. So the thing is, timing is everything. But if you can get your enemy to do your will, then you have basically your fucking you're gonna be a monster at this game. And the last thing I guess I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that if you play on this mode, if you play in training and you're fighting against computer players on very hard, fight your own character. Fight the character that you want to be good with, and it'll teach you a bunch of different combinations that you can use to your advantage. Like I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that I didn't know what the soul charge moves were until I actually fought a computer player that was with Grow, and that's when I started actually learning when to use and how to use my soul charge. Granted, I'm still new with it, so I'm still kind of trash with it, but I now know what more capabilities I can use. I can utilize a lot of different things with it. And also, when it comes to new players, don't fucking go easy on them. I cannot stress that enough, because a lot of new players are actually coming from rooms on here. Like they come from rooms and they'll just go room to room and just dominate the fucking room. And then when they go to ranked matches, they show up as a new player, but they're not. Most times they are not fucking new players. If you're a higher rank, they're not new players, and they know what the fuck they're doing. They know what they got themselves into. But if you're playing against an actual new player, don't go easy on them, because they need to fucking learn. Anyways, it's been great. It's been fun. I'm glad that I got to explain something. Thank you for choosing my video and watching. Hopefully this helps. If it didn't, then let me know what else I can let you know to improve, because a lot of people on here, a lot of people on YouTube will give you the fundamentals. They'll tell you a certain amount of things, like how you can become a better fighter, but a lot of it does help, truth be told. I actually watched a few videos and it actually helped me, and but these are things that they don't tell you, and things that you're going to have to look out for on your own. And this might actually be a way for you guys to better progress through the game in ranked matches, and it might help a little. It should help. I'll put it that way. It should help. If it doesn't, then I will go through a more in-depth play. Actually, you know what? I'll go online and then I'll make a video voiceover and let you know what exactly I did, because I can't fucking do that when I'm actually playing, because I actually have to focus. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been great. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces.